Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down and using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The Gators bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner heads out of bounds. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. But we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
And the Aggies churn out another first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football
into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do is turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here's the second down play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Connors. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Fair caught. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying on their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
He's marked down at the 29. Third down coming up.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Finding some room at the 25. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Gain of 23 on the play. And 1st down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, A&M. Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Not exactly what the coach wanted there. They'll spot the ball at the 4 after a terrible return. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. The Aggies will have to punt this one away. The coverage team brings him down, and that will do it for the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 17, Florida 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring out 3rd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. 7th play of the drive coming up. Hands off to the left. Tiny space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, really.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Time down, Florida.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Pulls it in. It's Connors. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Hand off to the single back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles.
Boy, the offense catches a break with that ball going out of bounds. They retain possession and still have a chance to come away with points inside the red zone.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Gators offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On first down, it's play action. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
He's running out of time here. Down he goes, a sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Got him. He's sacked.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback dropping back, bringing pressure. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Not much on the return, but they will set up the offense at the 35.
Now this guy obviously... himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. decides to fair catch this. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently, going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second and goal for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down there.
Man, I love the route here by the receiver. Really sold he's going vertical downfield. Ends up coming back to the football to pick up big yards.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He shreds the tackle. The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line and this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable.
Looking for a deep completion. Catch made at the 20 in the deep shot. Big gain. Touchdown, Florida. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas A&M 31, Florida 21.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver makes the catch, takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It leads to 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking right. This one caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Gators come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the out route. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's a quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Coming up, second down and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Always looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one straight down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. And the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. offense retakes the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. He'll toss it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Touchdown, Gators. Strong game by this quarterback. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Quick throw to his receiver, and he pulls in the catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offense. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And there's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was one